The first thing that we should do before starting our research is segment our customers. It's not a requirement of this software, but it helps you get more out of your surveys and learn more when you do reporting. So in this example, I'm just going to create a quick segment. We'll say that I'm searching for my male customers. And so this system actually helps me build out those filters in a real simple way. I can name them if I want, or the name will be kind of auto-generated as I start to build it out. So let's say that I'm going to set gender being equal to male here to find those. And as you can see, it's starting to search against my people and determine how many people it's finding that meet this criteria. So I can see out of 16 people, it found 4 who meet this criteria. And I'm going to go ahead and be a little bit more specific on this name so it's easy to look up later. When I come back to segments, that's immediately saved, and I can see this is a real-time count of how many male customers I have in my system. And I can create as many segments as I want. Once I have those segments set, it's time to begin my research. So to start some research, we just need to make a new campaign that's as easy as giving it a name. So in this particular case, let's imagine that we have created some new gondolas for the ski mountains up here, and we're going to try out seeing what types of features people really want in those, what things delight them, what things they require, what things if we add will make them unhappy. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this our new gondola or gondola research. And I could offer a description if I wanted to on that. So now that I've got that, all I need to do is to create some research to back this. Right now we wanted to give you a chance to create your own surveys using the tools, and one of the missing survey types, and probably the most powerful right now, is Kano research. We also found a lot of value in the NPS or Net Promoter Score type of research, and so we provided easy ways to build and distribute those types of surveys and then report on the data. So let's create a Kano survey. That's a really powerful one to do. And we'll call this seat survey. I can choose between the simple and the advanced type of the survey. The simple just allows me to put in features and it takes care of all the rest of the questioning for me. Or I can do advanced where I have full control over both the functional form and dysfunctional form. Those are Kano concepts, and just a little bit of learning in the Kano model will help you figure out how to do that. So for this particular survey, I'll just do the simple one. So now it's just a matter of asking the questions, and since I use the simple survey, that's going to be very quick and easy. All I have to do is title it for my internal use and list out the feature that I'm thinking about offering in my gondolas and see what the response is. So let's say that we're thinking about adding heated seats. And so I can describe this as heated seats in the gondola. I can make as many of these questions as I want. For this purpose, I probably don't want to ask people more than 3 to 5 questions so they start getting tired of answering them. So we'll put in a few things here, like let's say TVs. In gondola televisions for the up mountain ride. And we'll just ask one more question here. What's something interesting in a gondola? I'd say we probably need to think about a cooler. Cooler with free beer inside for the ride up the mountain. In Denver, I can't imagine anything better. Okay, so I can reorganize these however I want, whatever makes sense to me. And then I've got my research set, and so I'm going to go take a look at this research campaign. I can see my survey right in there, and I've got all the tools that I need to manage that survey. I can take a look at a preview, and this is exactly what my users are going to see, of course, without this preview stamp. So there's the feature, heated seats in the gondola. How would you feel if it was present, the functional form? How would you feel if it was absent, the dysfunctional form? This is the simple version of Kano, so you're not going to get the full question set. You'd need the advanced for that. But I can cycle through all my questions and see what it's going to look like, and then when I'm done, I can come back to my question list and I can continue working with this survey. So for this particular survey, I think I'm ready to go ahead and start sending it out. All I have to do is come over here to this tool to add participants, and as I can see here, I can add individual participants from my system, or I can use surveys segments that I have set up. And so when I drop that down, there's my segment, and very simply I can now add those 4 people. It does it automatically for me. Perhaps I don't want to send to 1 or 2 of these people. I can actually select those and exclude them as I wish. And so now when I'm ready to send, all I have to do is select my participants, click the send button, and it queues it up and out it goes automatically. As I start getting responses, I can view those responses individually and I can start reporting on them. Now, of course, right now I just sent this survey, so I don't have any responses, but they'll start to appear here and I can cycle through them, and I can actually start to look at reporting when that stuff comes in. So as an example of a research campaign that has some of this information, we can take a look at one of these test campaigns that we've already run. And if I go into this campaign and take a look at the reporting for it, I can start to see Kano research coming in here. These are the raw numbers. But to break this down into something that's usable for me, I can use the reporting tools. And so I can see the things that satisfy my customers and surprise and delight them versus things that don't necessarily surprise them but that they expect should be in the system. And then those things that dissatisfy them if they're added. So as I look through these surveys, I can get more and more information about my systems and what things are important to my users and what things that would delight them. If you're interested in this software, please contact me at r.clark@aspenware.com. We're looking for beta users right now. Thank you so much for watching this video.